there, I'm Sally Stubbs. Please do call me Sally, I'd really like that. And on this fine autumn day here in the heart of the glorious English Lake District, a really warm welcome to our back garden. And if you haven't met her before, here's the mighty, powerful river Greta, flowing full of energy. She's so pristine. And that energy just keeps on flowing for her, despite in the last couple of days the storms, and I believe in our area around about 8 inches of rainfall. So she is pretty mighty, and she just keeps on flowing with that energy. And here I want to talk to you a little bit more about this amazing topic called self-kindness, and we could talk for hours about this, but hey, as I say before, I know you're busy, so please just stay with me for the next few minutes. What I want for you, for all of us on the planet, is this amazing flow of pure, pristine, harmonious life flow between our conscious and unconscious mind. Now, what would block the River Greta's flow would be if there'd been, let's say, a pile of boulders and massive rocks, and her flow would get stuck and trapped. And these massive boulders and massive rocks are what stop our life force and our immeasurable potential in life for peace and harmony within ourselves and with those that we live with here on our amazing planet. So if you didn't watch my first 2 short video clips on self-kindness, maybe just go and have a quick look at those. So maybe 6-7 minutes out of your day to have a look. Because last time I shared with you a story about a hero of mine, one of my great top heroes, and that's my dad. And briefly I'll just mention that about 3 or 4 years before I was ever born or thought of, even though he was engaged to my mum here in England, he was seriously traumatized. He went off the rails. He was in a different European country, living on the streets and drinking. And I did mention in my last video clip that someone showed him moments of pure kindness, a stranger, a man who sat with him on the street and put his arm around him and said to him, "Son, you can do this. You can go home." And what was it that was for my dad, and actually for all of us, that blocks our flow of energy, that makes us feel stuck or trapped, that keeps us in some psychological and emotional horror of a Groundhog Day, that same damn thing over and over again, are those deep inner experiences which impact us in our mind, and we give them universal names such as guilt and shame. This was what my dad was suffering from as a young 20-year-old man in that European country when his trauma sent him off the rails. He was feeling guilt and shame. He felt that he was a failure. It wasn't true. But nobody could persuade him of that ever in those days. So the guilt, the shame, the stressing, the worrying, the nervousness, the anxieties, the feeling I am a failure, these are the things that block our energy flow. And these are the things that play on continuously over and over and over again, day in and day out, if not week in and week out, deep within our unconscious mind. And so our question for today is, who within here, within our being, needs kindness? Who is the self that needs our kindness? our moments, our words of kindness, to just sit down beside ourselves, as if, using that allegory of my dad, as if on a dark street, a lonely street at night in a doorway, we sit down with the part of ourselves that has these kind of difficulties. This is a how for you. How do we give that part of ourself kindness? First of all, just simply accepting and understanding that that part of ourself, I'll go over that kind of list, those universal terms, that part of ourselves that's stressing, worrying, feeling nervous, feeling anxious, feeling a failure. That part of ourselves, just as a headline, at some moment or moments in time, either from experiences in the external world or how we perceive something internally, wounded us. That is the part of ourself that needs our moments and words of kindness. And what we can say in those moments are these words: that's right. It was like that for you. We can say those words of understanding and acceptance to ourself. We've talked briefly about the neuroscience and how that impacts on us biochemically and therefore impacts upon our entire body when we have those moments of kindness. So yeah, an idea would be just go and look that amazing stuff up on Google, what our neurosciences are now able to show us, and there's so much more for us to learn. And just a few more seconds of your time, in that we may, I'm not sure, you'll know, we may have a slight difficulty with semantics about who is this self that we're talking about, because a lot of our wondrous Eastern and esoteric philosophies and teachings would tell us that the self throughout our life will remain totally pristine and will not be affected by what wounds us or hurts us or pains us or even traumatizes us. So let's just be on the same page with semantics here. My metaphor could be that if yourself is the warmth and comfort and the beauty and the cherishing and the sanctuary of your living room, if something externally impacts and breaks the windows, then that cold, icy, stormy weather can impact what I here am referring to the self, which is that warmth, harmony, peace, coziness, fun, playfulness, loving times within our living room. So I so hope that I'm making sense with you, and that you will really go off now and take this idea with you, that the words of kindness you say to yourself, you're saying to the part of yourself that's felt hurt or wounded. And the words are, that's right. It was like that. You did feel like that. That is the kindness of acceptance and understanding of that part of yourself. We've got loads more to talk about, but for now, let's say goodbye to this powerful river greeter, and my wish for you is that your energies from your conscious, unconscious mind throughout your entire being, your entire self and your body flow as powerfully as this amazing river. And I look forward to talking with you again soon. Bye for now.